A very good morning, good afternoon once again to all my dear students and good afternoon admin support tech team. Uh, I welcome you all once again to my the booster session series for verbal reasoning portion. So before starting with our today's session, students, there is a request to please have the confirmation that the screen which I have shared is well displayed on your device and my voice is properly audible to everyone. Please have your confirmation in the chat window. So today we are going to cover up with a new chapter that is following the fundamentals from the direction sense test and the chapter's name is sitting arrangement. So let's before starting with the said chapter, I would like to showcase you one small video of our university, which is prepared by our PR team. So just give me a minute. Let me start sharing the video for the said thing. Thanks for watching, students. The video was about the life of international students at our university premises. And now we are moving on with the session part. That is, since we are already done with the chapters named syllogism and direction sense test. In today's session, we will be covering up the chapter named sitting arrangement, wherein we will be looking across the two different topics. Very first, that is the important concepts related to the chapter, and then after we'll be simplifying few of the problems related to the sitting arrangement. Okay, so let's start with our discussion for the chapter named sitting arrangement. So as and when the fundamental portion of this particular chapter is concerned, so the concepts for this particular chapter includes that very first the sitting arrangement, that is we can consider as an arrangement of any of the let us say a group of persons or a group of vehicles we can consider. Okay, so the way in which they are arranged. Now that arrangement can follow either of the two different sub patterns. That is, either it can follow a linear pattern which comprises of the subdivision in horizontal or vertical formats, or it follows the other type of division formats like circular format. Then after we have rectangular or square type of arrangement. Then after we have the other polygonal arrangements like hexagonal, octagonal arrangements, wherein we once again have the subdivision divided into two different categories, that is facing inside and facing outside. Okay, so what is this facing inside facing outside concept? We will have a look at the further part of the session. So let's get started further with the elaboration part of this different types of arrangements. So starting off with the very first portion, that is the sitting arrangement, which is dealing with the linear arrangement form. Okay, so to understand this in a very quicker way, linear arrangement, that is essentially arranging the subjects we can consider, wherein subjects may include people or things which satisfies the given conditions which are provided in the the problem statement in a single line. Okay, as the word linear comprises of the word line within. Okay, if you observe this word linear, it comprises of the word line. So the arrangement is definitely done in a single line or a single row or column formats. Okay, then after the arrangement is done only on one axis. Now with the usage of this word axis, I would like to once again bring you to the fundamental of axis, that is Herein, we are not supposed to consider the axis of rotation or revolution. Axis, that means either the x-axis or the horizontal arrangement is to be followed, or the y-axis or the vertical arrangement is to be followed. And therefore, the position of the subject assumes the importance here in terms of order, like first position, second position, and so on. Okay, so this arrangement is done specifically focusing on either of the axis, wherein that again depends on the question. Now, in the row based questions, that means wherein the arrangement is of horizontal format, we are taking directions according to our left and right. Make sure once again this left and right fundamental may include the fundamental from direction sense test also. That is the person sitting in a row are facing towards the north direction. Okay, so for that you need to recall the fundamentals of the direction sense test. And if the person is facing the south direction, so for that also you need to recall the fundamentals from the previous chapter, that is direction sense test. Hence, the main objective of keeping this seating arrangement chapter after conduction of direction sense test was to make you very first clear with the fundamentals of direction sense test, and then you may proceed further with the next portion, that is the sitting arrangement, which is including fundamentals of direction sense test. Okay, so the keywords may include in the questions like row, left or right, middle or extreme. These are few of the keywords which you may come across in the questions based on linear arrangements. Okay, now to brief you with the types of linear arrangements, we have kept one pictorial representation, that is you can find very first that this type of arrangement, that is known as the horizontal arrangement, and this kind of arrangement, that is known as the vertical arrangement. Okay, so these two arrangements are primarily possible for this linear arrangement part. And the direction of facing north south, or over here vertical arrangement, the direction of facing east west, okay, may include fundamentals from the direction sense test concept. Okay, so I will let you know the fundamentals with on a quicker recap when we'll come across these kind of problems. Now let's focus on to the other part of the concept, that is the circular arrangement. So in circular arrangement, as it is, as the word suggests, that the person are seated in a circular way. Now, when it comes to circular arrangement, you need to have the two different categories. You need to pictorize it. That is, the person is facing inwards, or person is facing outwards. Okay, so let's have a look at the further elaboration of the concepts. That is, in this type of problems, the arrangements of things are in a circular manner, and in case of people sitting around a table, so the table could be of any of the shape, that is, it can be a square table, a rectangular table, or a circular table, okay, or hexagonal, octagonal, or any other table we can consider as a part of study. And few of the shape kind of tables will be taken in the examples, and based on that questions are framed, and you need to come up with the solution to the given questions in the upcoming slide. So in this type of problems, majorly we move by imagining the face of the person who is sitting in the circle, and then take left or right accordingly. But make sure, students, you need to consider the direction of facing. That means either the person are facing inside or person are facing outside. Okay, we need to keep in mind these two it means these two things must be kept in mind before simplification, and hence they will be provided in the questions itself. And if it is not provided, then we will consider that they are facing inwards. Okay, they are on, the persons are facing towards the center of the table. Now, after reading the data, first you need to draw the shape which is specified in the data. That is, either the question is of we can consider the square table arrangement or a circular table arrangement, and so on. And then we need to draw these slots in the seating arrangement. So as a part of pictorial representation, you can find one table is replicated over here, wherein you can find a few of the people denoted by the arrows, and the arrowhead, it denotes the direction of facing of the people, that is, all are facing towards the center of the table. Okay, so if the case is given that all of them are facing inwards, then you may pictorize these kind of table, and these kind of arrangement can be pictorized. And yes, coming to the topic of the fundamental for the right hand side of the person and the left hand side of the person. So to identify whether a person is sitting right to a certain person, or person is sitting left to a certain person. So if we consider this person as person A, okay, this person as person A, and this person as person B. Okay, so B is sitting right to A. We can consider B is sitting right to A. How? Because right hand side of this A is facing this direction. Okay, you can easily able to understand with the help of this arrow mark which is presented over here. So this will help you with the guiding of the direction, that is on which direction the other person is located from, reference to a certain person. Okay, so this direction is left, this direction is right, and this is how we will able to identify. Then after this is the case for 5 persons sitting around us, around a circular table, and all are facing inwards. In a similar way, one more situation which you can pictorize, that is, let us consider there are 6 persons sitting around a square table. So once again the sitting around a circular table. So once again a circular table is represented over here, and then after once again we have the set of persons sitting around the circular table, and once again we have the directions similarly. So once you find, students, that what kind of arrangement is provided, you need to quickly draw the shape of the given arrangement, okay, and leave the empty spaces for the location of the person that you need to you need to identify from the given data, and then put their positions accordingly. Okay, so the very first objective of simplification of sitting arrangement problems is to pictorize them on a piece of paper, and then put the slots. Okay, and then put these slots, and then try to arrange the people or the things, or the subject which is provided in the data accordingly to the data which is provided. Okay, so now coming back to further elaboration of this circular arrangement portion, that is the data which will be provided to us, that will be in such sets of problems which specify the position of some or all the things in the arrangement, and the positions which are specified through the conditions involving specified persons which are sitting on or not sitting opposite to each other, or a particular person sitting to the right or to the left of another person, etc. All these things we need to take care of. Okay, there will be certain conditions also provided. Then let us say that A is sitting opposite to P. Okay, B is not sitting beside, or B is not the neighbor of A and P respectively. So by pictorizing that, we need to keep very much all the criteria or all the conditions which are provided in the statement for the better simplification of the problem. This will come to know in the later part of the chapter when we will be simplifying the problems. So statements like P and Q sit across the table. If you find such kind of statements, instead of P and Q, any other persons or any other subject can also be taken into study. Okay, P and Q are over here just taken for reference. So statements like P and Q sit across the table, or P and Q are sitting farthest from each other. These kind of statements, what they are implying, they imply that the P and Q are sitting opposite to each other. Okay, if you find this kind of statement, then locate the position of P at some end and position of Q to be at the other end, which is opposite to P. Okay, so from this we will be able to identify that, okay, one person is sitting opposite to the other person. Then after, in general, we are not having any left side or right side unless we are talking of the immediate left or the immediate right. Okay, so therefore if it is given that a person, let us say P, sits to the right of Q, then it will be very clear to understand that P must be to the immediate right of the person Q. Okay, so this thing we need to focus upon, and we need to go anti-clockwise if anybody's right has to be located, since this can be understood readily from the pictorial representation of circular arrangement which we had observed in the previous slide. For a quick notation to it, I will quickly draw this. You may have come across this kind of portion, and this was the right side we can consider, and similarly this was the left side. So right, for the location of the right hand side, we need to go anti-clockwise like this way, and for location of anybody's left hand, we need to go clockwise. Okay, so like this way. So this is how we are supposed to observe the locations of the different people sitting around the arrangement which is provided in the question. So this was all about the fundamental part of our sitting arrangement portion. If you are having any query up till now, you may unmute and discuss, or for your better sake of simplicity, for the simplification of upcoming problems, what you can do is you can take the screenshot of the slide. So what I will do is I will rewind the presentation, and so that you can have the screenshot of the slides, which will guide you with this simplification. Okay, so the first slide I am keeping, that is over here. Please have the screenshot of this and confirm it in the chat window once it is done. Okay. Okay, thank you for the confirmation. Now I'm switching to the other slide and I will display it quickly, the entire slide. Okay. Please have a screenshot now and confirm. Okay. Okay, thank you for the confirmation. Now the last portion. Okay. You may have the screenshot now. Okay. Okay, then now we will proceed with the simplification of problems based on setting arrangement. So starting off with the very first problem. Now for the sake of simplicity to students, I have kept this compass located right at the top right corner of the screen, which will guide you with the simplification. Okay. So coming back to our problem, question 1. See what is provided in the question, that there are 6 persons A, P, R, X, S and Z sitting in a row. See, it is strictly mentioned that they are sitting in a row. That means it is a case of linear arrangement, and that too of the type horizontal. Okay, it is a horizontal arrangement. Now what is given, that S and Z are in the center, A and P are at the ends. Okay, it is strictly mentioned that S and Z are in the center and A and P are at the ends. R is sitting to the left of A, and who is to the right of P, we are supposed to find out. Now make sure students, I would like you all to concentrate over here right at this particular statement. R is to the left of A. Okay, so A must be somewhere over here, and the P must be over here. Why I am pointing like this way? Because A and P are at the ends and there are empty slots over here. You may understand this thing with the help of the diagram which is kept over here. So very first I will quickly display the options. So S and Z are in the center. You can find it over here. S and Z I have located somewhere over here in the center, and A and P are at the ends. Okay, so A is over here, P is over here. Now intentionally I have put A over here. Why? Because it satisfies this condition. R is sitting to the left of A. If I try to keep A at this position, that is at this extremity, then what will happen? Towards the left of A, there won't be any person and it will violate this condition. Okay, so to avoid this, intentionally location of A is kept over here. Okay, then after we are remaining with 2 different persons. So A and P are at the end. So who is to the right of P, we are supposed to find out. Okay, so R is sitting to the left of A since it is mentioned. So I will locate R over here to the left of A, and only one person is remaining over here. So that is person X. So that will be located over here. And yes, if it is not mentioned in the question that in which direction these persons are facing, in general, when it is not mentioned, you are supposed to consider the direction of facing of the person towards the north side. Okay, all the people are facing towards the north. Okay, no one is facing towards the south at this point of time because it is not mentioned. So we'll consider this. Now we need to identify the question answered now, that who is to the right of P. So to the right of P, we are having only one person, that is person X. So yes, the answer is option B, X. I believe I have made myself very clear with the explanatory part of this particular question. Still, if you find any query in the resolving, you may please have your query in the chat window. Okay, so it's clear as it is, as I can find the responses in the chat window. Switching over to the next problem. Now, next problem, that is question number 2. In an exhibition, 7 cars of different, okay, one student has raised a query that didn't understand sir. So I will once again bring you back to this question. Okay, okay. Anyways, so student, you will be provided with this question. A, P, R, X, S, and Z are sitting in a row. S and Z are in the center, and A and P are at the ends. R is sitting to the left of A, who is to the right of A. This we are supposed to find out. Now, very first, what is your task? You need to find out what kind of sitting arrangement it is. Okay, since it is given that they are sitting in a row, so what does this indicate? This is the case for horizontal arrangement. Okay, this is the case for horizontal arrangement. So once we will know this, we will have to draw the table over here, which I have mentioned, which I had drawn over here, and I will be representing it soon. And S and Z are sitting in the center, and A and P are at the end. So let us quickly try to relocate these positions in the table. So you can find the table over here. You need to draw these kind of slots, or instead of drawing entire slots, you may only introduce certain points. Okay, you may only have a point for your reference in the notebook. Okay, let us say you draw this kind of points in notebook, and then you may try to locate the position of the persons who are mentioned over here in the question. So I will quickly locate the position of S and Z in the center, and A and P are at the ends. So I will consider the position of A towards the extreme right corner, and the reason is the next statement which is offered to us, that is R is sitting to the left of A. Okay, if I look at the position of A towards the left hand side corner, then it will violate this statement, since if in the left hand side of A there won't be any person sitting. Okay, since A and P are at the ends. So I will look at A position over here, P position over here, and since R is sitting to the left of A, so R location will be over here, and only one person is remaining, so that is person X, that will be located over here. Now according to the given question, who is to the right of P? So that is none other than person X. Hence X is the correct answer to the given question. Okay, so one student has asked a very good question, that what about if all of these is also given in option, since there is no immediate in question? Yes, very good. So at that point of time, all of these is the appropriate answer. But yes, make sure who is sitting to the immediate left of A. Okay, who is sitting to the immediate left of A? For that, we need to consider option as X. Okay, for that, don't consider all of these. I believe I've made your query very clear. Okay. Next question. So in an exhibition, we are having 7 cars of different companies, and the companies named are Cadillac, Ambassador, Fiat, Maruti, Mercedes, Bedford, and Fargo. And they are standing facing towards the east in the following order. Okay, so the order is provided over here. Cadillac is next to Fargo, next right to Fargo. Then Fargo is 4 to the right of Fiat. Then we have Maruti car, which is located in between Ambassador and Bedford. Then we have Fiat, which is third to the left of Ambassador, and make sure Fiat is at one end. Okay, the sentence we need to read it like this way: Fiat, which is third to the left of Ambassador, is at one end. Okay. Then after, let us quickly have the representation of these cars. You can find 7 cars are standing, and all of them are facing towards the east direction. For direction, you may observe this particular compass, which is presented right at the topmost right corner of the screen. Now let us try to have the branding of the car done. Okay, according to the given question, let us try to allocate the branding. That is, which brand car is of which car is of which brand. Let us try to relocate. Okay, so for that we need to observe these conditions carefully. Very first, Fiat is third to the left of Ambassador, is at one end. Okay, Fiat is third to the left of Ambassador, is at one end. Now make sure left hand side is denoted by the upward arrow. Okay, and right hand side is denoted by the downward arrow. So I will look at Fiat towards the over here, that the top car is the Fiat. Okay, then after, Fiat is third to the left of Ambassador, so Ambassador is third to the right of Fiat. That also we can understand from this particular statement. So location of Ambassador is 1, 2, and third car over here from the Fiat, and this car is Ambassador. Let us consider. Then after, we have Fargo is 4 to the right of Fiat. So location of Fargo is just beside Ambassador, and towards the south side, that is Fargo is located over here. After that, we have Cadillac is next to the right of Fargo. So Cadillac car is just beside the Fargo. So Cadillac is this car. And then after, we have that Maruti car is between Ambassador and Bedford. Okay. So if we try to locate Maruti at the extreme point over here, then this statement will not get satisfied. So for that, Maruti car location must be just beside Fiat. Why? Sorry, Bedford car location must be just beside Fiat. Why? Because it needs to satisfy this condition. So I will locate the position of Bedford over here just beside Fiat. And to satisfy this third statement of this question, I need to introduce Maruti car between Bedford and Ambassador. Okay, and lastly we are remaining it with only one car, that is Mercedes. So this last car that is denoted, that is Mercedes. So Mercedes is located over here, and here we are done with the arrangement of the question. Okay, the main time consuming portion of the question is the arrangement, and once the arrangement is done properly, the sub questions of this main question can be answered it with a very rapid rate. Okay, so are you facing any query over here in the arrangement? You can discuss right at this moment. So I will quickly rewind and make you understand. Okay, I've received one query related to it. So what I will do is I will quickly have the arrangement portion rewind. So here we have the 7 different, yes, I'm doing the same thing. I will repeat it. So students, what we need to do, very first we need to understand, okay, very first we need to understand the entire question properly. We need to go through the entire question and we need to have this pictorial representation. Now in piece of paper, we are not supposed to draw these kind of cars, okay. These were icons which are readily available in the presentation. So I have introduced the icons, but for your end, when you are simplifying in a piece of paper, you need to mark only arrows, okay, only direction arrows will do. So this kind of arrows, 7 arrows you need to draw in piece of paper, and then you need to name it, okay, according to the conditions which are specified over here. Okay, so for that simplification part, what we need to do, we need to start with a very any of the one car, and we need to identify that car, that which car I need to name it first. So for that, if we observe this last statement carefully, okay, after going through the entire question, if you observe this last statement carefully, what is mentioned that Fiat, which is third to the left of Ambassador, is at one end. So what does it indicate? Fiat is already at one end. So either this dark colored car must be a Fiat, or this hollow car must be a Fiat. Okay. So for the better understanding, if you observe, left is located toward by the up arrow. Okay, so above this we are considering the left hand side portion. So Ambassador Fiat is, which is third to the left of Ambassador, that means Ambassador must be towards the right hand side, that is the south side of Fiat. Okay, so if Fiat is located at this point, that is the bottommost car, then then beneath to Fiat, okay, there won't be any car possible. So for that instance, we are locating, or we are considering the position of Fiat to be at the topmost side, and hence we locate the position of Fiat over here. Okay, if we locate towards the extreme south position, then it will violate this condition over here, and it will not get satisfied properly. So for that, what we need to do, we will locate very first this Fiat over here, and what is given, that Fiat which is third to the left of Ambassador. Okay, so 1, 2 and 3, this third car will be after Fiat will be Ambassador. So this car will be Ambassador. Now let us try to observe these statements once again carefully. What is given, that Fargo is fourth to the right of Fiat. Now Fiat's right hand portion, that is towards south side, and so 1, 2, 3 and 4, that is after Ambassador, there will be Fargo car over here. Similarly, we have Cadillac car which is to the right of Fargo. So location of Cadillac will be towards the right of Fargo, that is towards the south side of the Fargo. So Cadillac will be located over here. And then after, Maruti car is between Ambassador and Bedford. Now students, if we keep the location of Bedford to be over here, okay, let us consider that Bedford is located over here. Then between Ambassador and Bedford, there are 2 cars, Fargo and Cadillac, and there isn't any third car which we can name it as Maruti. So this condition will not get satisfied. So for that, what we need to consider, we need to consider the location of Bedford somewhere over here. Okay, so this location must be of Bedford, so that Maruti can be accommodated between Ambassador and Bedford, and hence we are keeping the location of Bedford to be over here, that is just beside Fiat, and Maruti car is located beside Bedford and between Ambassador and Bedford. Okay, so this is how it completes the entire portion, and last car is remaining, and it is none other than Mercedes car. So This is how it gets the entire sequence or entire arrangement where we have completed according to the given question. And now if you find any difficulty related to the arrangement, you may have your difficulty or queries raised right at this moment. Okay. So I believe it is well understood. So once the entire arrangement is framed, the later part of the questions will become, very easy for simplification aspect. Only the time consuming portion is this arrangement creation. Okay, very good, very good. Thank you students for your response. Now the first question related to this question number 2, main question number 2, that is which cars which of the cars are on the both sides of Cadillac car? So your options are Ambassador and Maruti, Maruti and Fiat, Fargo and Mercedes, and Ambassador and Fargo. So which of the cars are on both sides of Cadillac cars? That means towards the left side of Cadillac and towards the right side of Cadillac. It is very easy to answer now. You can observe this arrangement carefully. Very good, very good. Yes. Now, once the arrangement is done properly, you can readily answer the questions at a rapid rate, and hence, yes, it is option C. The answer is correct. So the correct answer is Fargo and Mercedes. Now, next question based on the same arrangement, that is, I will quickly display the arrangement, and then after the question is, which of the following statement is correct? So the question, the options are Maruti is next to the left of Ambassador. Okay. Then after Bedford is next left of Fiat. Bedford is at one end and Fiat is next second to the right of Maruti. Very good, very good. That was a very easy question. We need to identify which statement is correct. Okay. And yes, I can find the answer. And the answer is correct. It is definitely, it is option A, that is Maruti is next left of Ambassador. This is the correct answer to the given question. Very good. Now the third question based on this arrangement, that is, so question number 3, that is, which of the following statement is correct? Once again, we are supposed to observe the options. So you are having 4 options displayed. You need to answer which option is correct one. See, for directions, you may take the reference of these direction arrows which are introduced over here. Very good, very good. And yes, option B is the correct answer. Very good students. Next question. Once again, we are having the same main question. So I will quickly have the arrangements done. So which of the following group of cars is to the right of Ambassador? So we need to observe towards the right of Ambassador, these 3 cars are located. It is Fargo, Cadillac and Mercedes. And what will be the answer? Yes, very good, very good. Excellent. So B is the correct answer. Mercedes, Cadillac and Fargo. Next question. Okay, this is the last question for question number 2. So which one of the following is the correct position of Mercedes? You need to identify the correct position of Mercedes. Very good. I received 2 responses and yes, the response rate is getting increased. Excellent, excellent. Yes. So it is definitely option D, that is 4 to the right of Maruti. Okay, so total 5 questions, 5 sub questions based on this question number 2 we have simplified, and the major time which we have consumed, that is for the arrangement formation. Okay, so once the arrangement formation is getting done, you are readily available to solve the various questions, the various sub questions based on this main question at a very rapid rate. So moving ahead with the next problem, that is question number 3. Okay, very good question. How to identify left or right before the arrow? So I will quickly redirect to this said question. See, it is very easy to identify. It is already mentioned in the question that all the cars are facing towards the east. Okay, so we will assume that every car is like this way, facing towards the east. And based on this, see if this is the direction of facing. Okay, and let us say this direction is north. Okay, so this direction will be east definitely. So this will be towards the left hand side. Left door will be available over here, and right door will be available over here. No, arrow will not be available. Okay, arrows are just, I have represented in my slide just to make you clear with the understanding aspect. You need to understand this fundamental. You may draw the arrows while uh, simplifying this question. Okay, I believe I've made your query clear. Okay, so we'll continue with the simplification of problem number 3. Now see, we are having the arrangement provided that P, Q, R, S, T, U, V and W are sitting around the circle and are facing in the center. Now see, it is strictly mentioned that the persons, okay, the 8 persons are sitting around the circle and all are facing the center of the circle. Okay, so keep this thing in mind. Now P is second to the right of T, who is the neighbor of R and V. Then we have S is not the neighbor of P. See, these are the conditions which they have kept in the question. Okay, S is not the neighbor of P. Then after we have V is the neighbor of U. Q is not between S and W. W is not between U and S. So these conditions we need to identify these conditions properly and then do the simplification. So to solve this, very first what you need to do, you need to consider this arrangement in the form of a circle, since it is already mentioned in the question that all these 8 persons are sitting around the circle. Okay, all these persons are sitting around the circle. So what we need to do, we need to assume a circular arrangement and all are facing the center. Okay, all the persons are facing the center. So what we'll do quickly, we will imagine a circle over here like this way, and then we will try to locate the 8 positions like this. Okay, I can find 2 of the queries in my chat window that, sir, you are too fast. Okay, I will try to reduce my rate now. So anyways, I will once again try to explain this once I am done with the arrangement. So students, once again, I will try to explain that P, Q, R, S, T, U, V and W. There are total 8 persons who are sitting around the circle and are facing towards the center. Okay, that means all persons are sitting like this way, and the arrowheads which you can find, they are denoting the direction of facing. Now let us say we need to understand the conditions which are mentioned over here. Okay, we need to understand the conditions mentioned over here, that is P is second to the right of T, who is the neighbor of R and V. Okay, so let us try to locate the position of P very first. P is second to the right of T, so T must be located very first. So let us consider the location of T somewhere over here, that is the location of T you can find, and for your simplicity aspect, the 2 arrows we have kept over here, that is denoting the right hand and the left hand of the persons. Okay, these 2 curved arrows, they indicate the right hand side and left hand side of any of the person which you come across. Okay, so for very first we will try to locate the position of P over here. Okay, the position of P is located somewhere over here, and then P is second to the left of, so P is second to the right of P. So P location will be somewhere over here, that is second to the right. So first location I will keep it blank, and P will be seated just over here. who is second to the right of T, and who is the neighbor of R and V. So T is the neighbor of R and V. So I will try to locate R somewhere over here and V somewhere over here. Okay, so this is how we can fix the locations of the four persons. Now moving across with the other person's location, that is V is the neighbor of U. Okay, so just beside V, I will try to locate the person U. So U will be located over here. Then after, Q is not between S and W, and S is not the neighbor of P. So let us try to locate somewhere over here the location of S very first. Since S is not the neighbor of P, so I will not locate S in the vicinity of P. So I will locate the location of S somewhere over here. And then what is given that Q is not between S and W. So let us consider the location of W just beside S like this way. And then after only one person is remaining, that is the person Q. And here we are done with the arrangement of the entire 8 persons. So now if any of the student is facing any of the difficulty in the creation of this arrangement, may raise their query in the chat window. Is this properly understood by each and every student? Okay. Okay, so I can find 2 to 3 students are demanding the, once again, that is the repetition of this particular arrangement. Not an issue. I will rewind this arrangement once again. Now see, students, what you need to do, you need to observe this question carefully, what is provided in the question data. This is the question data, and P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, and W, we are having 8 persons who are sitting around the circle, that means circular table, and are facing towards the center, and hence these arrowheads denote the direction of facing of the persons who are sitting around the table. And then after, we need to observe these 4 conditions which are specified properly. Okay, we will try to understand these 4 conditions properly. So starting off with the very first, P is second to the right of T. That means very first we need to fix the position of this person T over here. So let us try to fix the position of person T somewhere over here. Okay, so this is the position of person T. Then after, what you need to do, who is the P is second to the right of T. So the location of T, that will be second to the right of T. Okay, so P is second to the right of T. So hence P is located over here. That is after leaving one space and towards the right, since you can observe this right arrow over here. So the right hand side of T is just over this way, and the P is located over here, which is at the second position from T towards the right. And we have the T who is the neighbor of R and V. The next statement follows that T is the neighbor of R and V. So let us try to fix the location of R somewhere over here and V somewhere over here. Make sure that these locations can be interchanged. Okay, so we will try to observe the other conditions also, that V is the neighbor of U. So if I try to locate, okay, if I try to locate the position of V somewhere over here and R somewhere over here, then my this condition will not get satisfied, and hence my this new location of V and R will not get satisfied properly. Hence the location which we have opted right at this point of time is good to go with our problem, and it is readily matching our present data. Then after, we need to consider the other conditions also, that is S is not the neighbor of P, and followed by V is the neighbor of U. So V is the neighbor of U. We are having V over here. So we can locate the position of U, which is just beside V. So I will locate the position of U over here. And then after, S is not the neighbor of P. So I will try to locate the location of S over here, that is far from P. And Q is not between S and W. Okay, no need to worry. Q is not between S and W, and W is not between U and S. So let us try to locate the location of W somewhere over here, and only last person is remaining, so that is Q. And here we are done with the arrangement. Okay, one question is asked that if we didn't put P there, then what will happen, sir? Okay, no need to worry. If you locate sir T somewhere over here also, okay, let us try to draw it once again. Then also you can come up with the same pattern, only the rotation will change. Okay, let us try to locate T somewhere over here. Okay, so P will be located over here, and then you can follow the same arrangement pattern as you can find over here right at this moment. I believe I made your query clear. Shivam Srivastav. Okay, okay. Yeah, we need to see. Angel has asked a very good question. There should have been a comma before who to say that we can neglect the punctuation at this point of time. Okay, there might be certain grammatical error left in the question. Okay, one more question is there, that in place of A, can we use W? Okay, just a minute. No, there isn't any A person. Can we use W? You need to, okay, in place of Q. Okay. No, you cannot interchange the position of Q and W, since it is not matching the given condition. See, if I try to locate Q over here and W over here, then what will happen? Q is not between S and W. Okay, so over here, this condition will not get satisfied. If you change the position of W and Q, then this condition will not get satisfied. If you can, next question is, okay, sir, confusion in right and left. So for to avoid that confusion, what you need to do, you need to quickly have this arrowheads done, and this arrowheads will guide you that which is the, let us consider, see, if you consider the position of this S, and S is facing towards the center of the table, then the right hand of S will be towards this way and left hand of S will be towards this way. This is how you can able to observe the directions of any particular person who is sitting around this kind of table. Okay, if we can change the position of R and V, okay, yes, then also it will not get satisfied, since see what is given, that if you locate, as I've already mentioned this while I was simplifying, that if you try to locate the position of R somewhere over here and V somewhere over here, then what will happen with this condition? This will not get satisfied. Okay, since V is the neighbor of U, so if you try to locate V over here, then U is not getting accompanied in either of these locations, and hence it is violating this condition. Then after Q, U, V, T, R, P, W, S is also equally correct. Q, okay. Neighbors of R and V will be okay. Okay, since I'm finding many of the queries move ahead, sir. Okay, we'll consider at this point of time this particular arrangement which is kept over here, and we will proceed further with the simplification aspect. Okay. So now the first question based on this arrangement, that is, which of the following are not neighbors? Okay, which of the following are not neighbors? So you are having the options listed as option A is RV, option B is UV, option C is RP, and option D is QW. So we need to consider that which of the following are not neighbors. Okay, which of the following are not neighbors? So yes, definitely it's option A, RV, since R and V are having a person T in between and they are not immediate neighbors. Yes, very good, very good. Moving to the next question. Now once again, it follows the same arrangement, so I'll quickly have the arrangement. So who is, sorry, which one is immediate to the right of V? Which one is immediate to the right of V? It is very easy to answer. Yes, very good, very good. Now, once this arrangement is made properly, it is very easy to simplify the rest of the questions. And yes, correct answer is definitely option D, T. Next question based on this arrangement. So which of the following is correct? We need to identify. We are having four options as P is to the immediate right of Q. You need to check the left and right. R is between U and V. Q is to the immediate left of W, and U is between W and S. So it is very easy to answer by far, I believe. So yes, the correct answer is definitely it is option C. Q is to the immediate left of W. So for left and right, you need to consider this direction arrows which will guide you. Okay, if I try to locate this W over here, then this left hand will be pointing like this way, right hand will be pointing like this way. This is left, this is right, and hence it satisfies that Q is to the immediate left of W. Okay, so this person Q is sitting to the immediate left of W. This is what the condition, and it is correct over here. Rest of the conditions are not matching the given criteria. Okay, next. So let us have the question for this. What is the position of S? We need to answer it from the given options. Okay, in the last question, there is a query received from two students. So before simplification of this question, let me redirect you to the simplification of last question. See, in last question, what was asked that which one of the following is correct? Okay, so these three are not satisfying our given condition. If you consider this very first option, the P is to the immediate right of Q. So what is the right hand side of Q? Where is right hand side of Q located? Towards this location. As you can find the arrowhead indicating the right, and this location is left. So P is to the immediate right of Q. So who is sitting immediate right of Q? W, not P. So this is violating, it is incorrect. Similarly, R is between U and V. So between U and V, no persons are there seated. So it is also violating, it is incorrect. Only this option we found it correct, and the explanation as I have already provided. And U is between W and S. So W and S also, it is not having any of the space in between, and hence this option is also incorrect. Okay, I do believe I have made your query resolved. Please confirm it in the chat window. Okay. Okay. We will move forward further quickly. And yes, to answer your given question, the correct answer is option C, to the immediate right of W. Okay, so what was the position? What is the position of S? S is located just to the immediate right of W. Now for left right location, once again you can observe this arrowheads properly. And yes, option C is the correct answer. Moving ahead with the next question. Now we have next question, namely question 4, that is 6 friends are sitting in a circle and are facing the center of the circle. Now we have the person's name is Deepa, who is between Prakash and Pankaj. Similarly, Preeti is between Mukesh and Lalit, and Prakash and Mukesh are opposite to each other. Only this condition is provided to us. So let us try to frame this pictorial representation of this provided arrangement. So since 6 persons are located, so I will quickly draw this circle and have 6 locations like this way, as we have discussed in the previous slide for 6-person arrangement. So let us try to fix position of any of one person. Let us say Prakash is seated like this way, okay, and he is facing towards downward side, as you can find over here. And then we have Deepa to be located in between Prakash and Pankaj, and we have Prakash and Mukesh who are sitting opposite to each other. So let us consider Pankaj to be somewhere over here. So between Prakash and Pankaj, we have a person named Deepa. So Deepa must be over here. Okay, so location of Deepa, you can find it like this way. Then after, Preeti is between Mukesh and Lalit, and Prakash and Mukesh are opposite to each other. Now see, Prakash and Mukesh are opposite to each other. It is strictly mentioned. So the location of person named Mukesh will be like this way. Okay, the location of Mukesh will be over here. And then we have the location of Preeti, who is between Mukesh and Lalit. Okay, so definitely Lalit will be just beside Prakash, and then after we have only one person remaining, that is Preeti. And this is how the arrangement is getting completed. Okay, one comment is there in the chat window. Prakash, Deepa, Pankaj, Mukesh, Preeti and Lalit in anti-clockwise order. Okay. No, they are in clockwise order, not anti-clockwise order. Like this way. They are in clockwise order. Yes, very good. Lalit, yes, we can consider in anti-clockwise. Okay. See, it is very easy to understand. We can consider this location, the moving of this way to be clockwise, and this is how it follows for the anti-clockwise. Okay. Yes. So you do need to check your order properly while arranging it. Okay, it doesn't matter. See, you can start with Prakash. You can start with Prakash like this way also. Like I have introduced Prakash over here in the slide at the top. You can start from anywhere. Location of Prakash can be over here also. Okay, over here also. From anywhere where you want to begin, that doesn't make any difference. But yes, you need to check other conditions accordingly. Okay, you need to customize the location of others in according to the given data which is provided. If you make any mistake, then definitely you will come up with the wrong arrangement. Okay, now let us try to quickly observe the questions based on this particular arrangement. So who is sitting to the right of Prakash? Have your answer in the chat window. Who is sitting to the right of Prakash? Make sure Prakash right is towards this way. Yes, definitely very easy to answer. Very good, very good. And we have correct answer to be option D. Yes, very good, very good. Now, next question based on the same arrangement. I'll quickly draw the arrangement. So who is just to the right of Pankaj? Who is just to the right of Pankaj? Hurry up. Have your answers. Very good, very good. To the right of Pankaj, you can find the direction of arrowhead. Okay, okay. Make sure right hand side of Pankaj is towards this way. Okay. And yes, the correct answer is definitely it's option B, Deepa. As you can find, the arrow is pointing just like this way in the anti-clockwise direction. Now, next question based on this arrangement, that is, once again, we have the arrowheads and the entire arrangement done quickly. And then we have, who are the neighbors of Mukesh? Who are the neighbors of Mukesh? Very easy to answer. Yes, very good, very good. Preeti and Pankaj, definitely, those are the neighbors of Mukesh. Okay. Next problem. Once again, the same pattern, same arrangement is following. So I will quickly draw the pattern. Who is sitting opposite to Preeti? Who is sitting opposite to Preeti? Very good, very good. Now I believe you have properly learned the fundamentals of sitting arrangement. Okay. Yes, the correct answer is option A, Deepa. Now, moving ahead with the next part of the problems, that is, okay. So one student is requesting to repeat, that is okay. So see, we have made this arrangement like this way, and this arrangement is made in accordance to the given question which is provided over here. So what we need to do, we need to figure it out very properly, that who is sitting opposite to Preeti. Okay, who is sitting opposite to Preeti? So opposite to Preeti, we have the location of this person named Deepa, and hence Deepa is the correct answer. Next problem. So in each of these questions, which are based on the following information below, 8 persons, namely E, F, G, H, I, J, K, and L, are sitting around a square table. Okay, and 2 on each side, and there are 3 ladies who are not seated next to each other. This is the condition which they have offered. J is between L and F, G is between I and F, H, who is a lady member, is second to the left of J, F is a male member, is seated opposite to E, who is a lady member, and there is a lady member between F and I. Now this question seems to be quite lengthy. Okay, so this question seems to be quite lengthy, so we need to figure it out very properly for the creation of this particular question. That is, let us consider this to be our arrangement, square table arrangement, and we need to arrange 8 persons such that 2 persons are located on each side of the square table. So let us try to quickly locate the position of 8 persons who are sitting in a square table like this way. Now we will try to observe the conditions provided minutely for the simplification aspect. Okay, so we are having J is between L and F. Okay, J is between L and F. So let us first try to fix the position of person L or F. So let us say the F person is located somewhere over here. Okay, person F is located somewhere over here, and person L is located somewhere over here, and we have J is between L and F, so location of J will be somewhere over here. Okay. Okay, one student has asked a question. Prakash, Deepa, Pankaj, Mukesh, please check. This is okay. That we will discuss on a later stage. For any further doubts and queries, we will discuss it on a later stage. I need to finish it up also. Okay. So now we have students that see, first this statement we have done with the arrangement. J is between L and F. So I have very first fixed the position of F to be somewhere over here and L to be somewhere over here, and then we try to figure it out that J is located between L and F. Now what is given, that G is between I and F. So F is located over here. So location of I will be somewhere over here, and G is between I and F. So G will be located somewhere over here. And in a similar way, H is a lady member who is second to the left of J. So left of J follows this particular side. Okay, this side it is followed by left side, and we can find that H is a lady member who is second to the left of J. Okay, so second to the left of J, that means somewhere over here, location of H will be there. So that is represented by the slide animation. That is, you can find H over here. So F is a male member seated opposite to E. Okay, so F is located over here. So opposite to F, we have E over here. And then after, there is a lady member between F and I. Okay, there is a lady member between F and I. So we can find that lady member is nothing but she is G over here, who is a lady member. But we'll try to finish it off with the pattern very first. So only one person is remaining, and that person is K. So I will locate K over here, and then we are done with the arrangement of the persons. Now we'll try to observe the male female part. Okay, now we'll try to observe the male female part. So to observe this, very first we need to keep in mind this condition carefully, that there are 3 ladies who are not seated next to each other. Okay, so and very first we have that H is a lady member, so I can locate lady member to be H, which is denoted by F in the brackets. Okay, so F denotes female member. In a similar way, we have F as a male member seated opposite to E, which is a lady member. Okay, so E is a lady member, which is already mentioned in this second last statement. So we can locate F over here. So E is a lady member. And lastly, we have there is a lady member between F and I, who is none other than member G. Okay, so G is a lady member. So you can find that E, G and H. Okay, E, G and H are lady members and rest of them are male members. Okay, yes, H, G or E, H, G, whatsoever the sequence you need to take, you can consider. And here we are done with the arrangement now. So now what is the next step to do? We need to observe the questions carefully. That is, who among the following is to the immediate left of F? So it is very easy to answer now. Who is to the immediate left of F? Quickly have your answer in the chat window. Very good, very good. So yes, option C, J is the correct answer. Then we have once again the same pattern to be followed. So next question is, what is true about J and K? What is true about J and K? It is very easy to answer. See, the person who are female are represented by F in the brackets and rest other persons are males. So now I believe it is very easy to identify. And yes, definitely your answer is correct. It is option C. Both are male members. Next question. How many persons are seated between K and F? How many persons are seated between K and F? So K is over here, F is over here. Very easy to answer. Yes, definitely. And correct answer is option C. Yes. Three persons we can consider from both the sides, whether you go clockwise or go anti-clockwise. In both the cases, you will find three to be the correct answer. Very good. Next question. Who among the following are three lady members? Now, since it is already discussed, you need to only drop your option in this. Very good. That is none other than option B, EHG. Okay. Last problem based on this question. Who among the following is seated between E and H? Who among the following is seated between E and H? Yes, definitely. It is very easy to observe. Okay, E is over here, H is over here, and only one person, K, is seated between E and H. Very good. So now, thank you students. We are hereby done with the simplification of problems based on the sitting arrangement, which is a part of direction sense test. So this header is kept as it is intentionally, just to make you identify that we come up with this, very first you need to understand the concept of direction sense and then you have the sitting arrangement. Okay. So here I have kept few of the problems for practice. You can take the screenshot of this particular slide. For that, I need to write over here for the sake of simplicity, since to avoid any confusion. Just a minute, students. I will write over here from direction sense, sitting arrangement. In brackets. Okay. So you may have the screenshot. You may have the screenshot now for this particular slide. Do notify me once it is done. Okay. And next question for your further practice, that is this question. Okay, students. So thank you so much for attending our today's session of sitting arrangement. Okay. So once again, I'm really thankful to the Admis Tech team, RK University Management, Persania sir, and to the one who allowed me for the conduction of this particular session. And I really hope that my each and every student will now be able to qualify the IND SAT examination with a very good score. And for that, wish you all the very best. And still we'll be in touch. We are also having further upcoming sessions based on different chapters. So on this note, students, I would hereby like to conclude my presentation for today. Okay.